Okay, so what I got going on is, you'll get these 9mm or buckets of ammo, I guess you could call them. Real chintzy, thin buckets. Nothing really put a lot of trust in. These handles, they pop right off. And these buckets, they get pretty heavy when they're full of ammo. So, these ones here got a good amount of weight, probably 20, 25 pounds or so, 30 pounds. It's just not going to be something you're going to want to be running around through the bushes with or through the woods with. Shit hits the fan. It's just it's going to be a large amount of ammunition if that bucket falls or breaks. You get caught on something as you're running, trying not to get shot from the crazy people in the city. You see here is, thousands of rounds of 22s. So what I do when I have a little bit of time in the mornings, drinking the coffee, just enjoying the morning, I just light my candle, and then so what I use these little side dikes here, cutters, and I come in and I only grab about, I don't know if you can see, roughly about like 1/8 of an inch to 1/16 of an inch of the plastic straw. These straws are from Smart and Final. They're like, I guess you'd consider them like a smoothie, ice cream kind of drink, milkshake, fruit smoothie type stuff. Real big straws, okay? So that, you're almost, 3/8 of an inch diameter. So, and I just take it with the candle flame and just hold that part that's sticking out about 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch of plastic. You'll see it change color and start getting shiny. You just slowly melt it. You just hold it right over the top of the flame, and then you can see the actual plastic. As it's shiny. It might not show on the camera, but right after you hit it with the flame, it'll be shiny, and then a few seconds later, it goes dull. It's almost like a little flash. So you want to be able to hold the pliers, with your fingers before you release it, because that basically at that point it's almost sealed itself. So, but what you do want to do is when you do that, every one of them that I do is I take, and once I crimped them with the dikes, as I come in, I just put a little pressure going against that seam. So that seam is held with that pressure. It's not going to be 100% waterproof like a factory setting or whatnot, but what I'm accomplishing is individually packaging 6 rounds of 9mm ammo, gun ammo or whatnot, pistol rounds. I have the copper lead head pointed up, so the primer is towards the seat that's already sealed. So I just dropped 6 rounds of 9mm ammo in there. I use one more round, let's say the 7th round, so I just push that down in there just a little bit so it seats in there a little bit more tighter. The straws have plenty of room for these to be in there, so you don't have to really seat them down, but I just do that just so I know that it's away from this end. Once again, you take those dikes. I got the inside of the dikes over the ammo. It's not a scientific procedure or any kind of this. Basically, you just need to keep the heat on this edge and then away from your round. It's going to take a lot of heat for that round to explode. So, if you forget that you're holding it over a fire, that's your problem. So basically, I just take that, flip it over upside down, keeping pressure on that seam. You don't want to cut through the plastic with these dikes. These dikes will literally cut right through them. So I just hold it tight, snug. You can see it's not falling out of the, come back over to the flame. You can see it turning, it starts getting really shiny like glass, liquidy. If you keep it too close to the flame, it will catch on fire. And just move it back and forth. Basically liquefy what's outside of the pliers here, the cutters. You'll see it shiny, and then within just a half a second or whatever, it goes dull. It'll be like a flash point, and you grab your pliers. It's almost cool to the touch, just like that, and you just put a little pressure on it. If it pops, basically you release the pliers too soon. or you didn't heat the end up properly. So it's just, if say this end opened up, you know, half sealed, I would just come back. You just come back to it, crimp your pliers again. It's just plastic, so as long as you have enough to do so, then, you know, keep melting it if it doesn't seal. You're not sealing it like it's going to be waterproof. You're going to put it under thousands of, you know, feet of water pressure. You're just sealing it so that it's, you know, a little, you know, just you're gonna, you know, to avoid a lot of corrosion by doing this. You basically just eliminated a bucket that was real fragile, that can fall. As you know, say you want to just grab that and go. Okay, that's going to be your motto. I'm going to grab my gun and my bucket of ammo and I'm out of here. I'll eat a squirrel or something. Well, if you hit this bucket on something, like I said, it will rupture. You will have ammo everywhere. You will not have time to pick up all that ammo. You'll be picking up rocks and leaves and all kinds of other stuff because of the, you know, time, the rush or the pressure, whatnot. And so basically, what this is doing is it's taking an entire bucket of 9mm ammunition, and it's going to consolidate all that ammunition that's loose into a bucket into strips of ammo that say, you know, oh, I'm just gonna, so I want to take about, you know, 10 of these and we'll go shooting over the weekend. We'll grab 10 of them. You have 10 of them. They're readily available. You don't grab a handful of loose rounds. So, and then you just go through your ammo cans, and whichever ammo can that these fit in more efficiently for weight-wise, you don't want to run around with 100 pounds of weight. So now that you got these basically into a compact, smaller compactual storing form, you can actually put these into a larger can, and you will carry more weight than you want to carry. So you have a choice now to either carry 100 pounds of these or just 10 of these individually, you know, that you want to hand out, or just whatever. So you grab one of these, you can easily refill your revolver. You know how many are in here. My revolver takes 5, so I will have 1 round extra per package. So you know, that is what it is. But 6 rounds fit really good in these straws here. These were the smoothie straws. So next I'm going to do is the 22 rounds. So you know, that the way, these are the ones, this is the reason why I'm doing this, is because these are so small. There's so many of these in this bucket, and if anything was to happen to this bucket, the container is going to get jeopardized in any way. I just foresee seeing this split right down the center, and all your ammo is going to be on the ground, and you're no longer going to be able to run with your ammo. Plus, it stores it away better. You know, you put it in a can, it'll survive a fire. So, and let's go to Smart and Final. Basically, yeah, right here is we got the Smart and Final tapioca straws. 50. You can see the actual diameter. So I lucked out. This is all that I can find from the shelf at that time, and I grabbed them, and my 9mm worked. So I need to do the 22s because there's, you know, I have, you know, roughly 5 more cans of 22 rounds, and I just don't foresee seeing running through or whatever, you know, hauling off or hauling this ammunition by these chintzy buckets. They look good. They're cool little, you know, containers and stuff, but for hauling around thousands of rounds of ammunition, probably not the smartest idea, you know. So I guess if you're hunkered down and you can just reach in and just grab them and load as you go, then so be it. But I don't foresee that happening. So I see a lot of more storage and protecting more than so. And if worst case scenario, you know, you pay $70 a bucket, well, you know, you can sell these $1 or $2 a piece, and you might make a profit. So, you know, ammo at this point right now, it's probably today, is non-existent to buy. So, good luck out there, people.